Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I accepted this sponsored post today because it's something that I was interested in trying because I've been out and about. If anyone's been on cruises or you go into certain shops or certain restaurants, automatic foam soap dispensers are brilliant because they're so convenient to use, they're quick, they're easy, you don't have to worry about touching anything. So when they asked if I'd like to try one, it was a very easy yes. So this is one that you can use at home. And what I've done is I've deliberately not tried it because I thought we could try it out together, but I did take it out of the packaging. I also took the back off because it's quite a tight back to get off. I mean, you just push it, but I didn't want to be sitting for 5 minutes trying to do that in front of you. So the back's already off for the batteries. We'll talk through that. Obviously, we've got our instructions. And then I wondered what these were, but I'll tell you in a minute. I bet some clever people will know what this was, but I didn't guess. And then when I saw what it was, genius. So why would you want an automatic foam soap dispenser? So it's been a crazy 1.5 years, hasn't it? We've had to adapt the way that we wash our hands. We've had to adapt our cleanliness. We use sanitising, gels, lotions. We have really changed how we think about hand cleanliness. So if you either are in the house or maybe you've got a workplace with a shared bathroom, maybe you've got different bathrooms in your house where different people come in, you might have visitors, you might have people that you're not 100% sure if they're cleaning their hands properly, and then you are, but you're thinking to yourself, I know I'm cleaning my hands, but I'm not sure you do it properly. Then having the automatic dispenser means that nobody's touching the same soap dispenser. So you've got to buy your own soap for this, obviously. It should be foaming soap. So I had to go on a bit of a hunt for foaming soap, and I found Peppa Pig, which some of you'll know is an extremely luxurious brand here in the UK. I nearly made a bad joke when I was thinking about doing the video, and I was thinking, I'll just say that I've gone the whole hog and got it, and then I didn't realise whole hog, Peppa Pig, really bad joke, apologies for that. But you can see here, with that pump dispenser, now I don't know about you, but in our shops, even if I go to fitness classes, which are back on, everywhere you go, when you enter, they'll say, please sanitise your hands. And the sanitiser, whether it's shops, the supermarkets, wherever, as I say, at the gyms, the sanitisers are in these. So if someone's not washing their hands, but we're all touching this, then in theory, that's not clean, that's not very hygienic. Now, again, we don't want to get too deep into it, but there's one very easy way to overcome that, and that is to use an automatic dispenser. And you can see that the sensor's underneath, and then it'll just give you basically one pump, if you like, per use, which is exactly what you need. And then away you go, you don't actually need to touch anything. So that's why I thought it was genius, because number one, it really is to keep things as sanitary as possible. Who knows what your situation is, whether, again, you're thinking, oh, that could be useful for the house, for the kitchen, for the workplace, but you understand it's quite a convenient way of making sure that nobody is coming in with dirty hands and touching the top of a soap dispenser. So I think that's a really good idea. So as I say, I took the back off just for easiness because we need to put the batteries in. You've always got your instructions. They always tell you what to do and what not to do. Troubleshooting, which is good too, how it works, to put your batteries in. And this is what I did. And I was like, what's that for? It is genius, if I can make it work. So it's obviously your funnel. So your funnel, so you can make sure that your soap goes in nice and easily and safely. And the good thing is, how handy would this funnel be, again, for me in beauty? Sometimes I've got to use a funnel if I'm refilling a product. So I'm thinking, again, this funnel is extremely handy for other things, maybe in the kitchen if you're refilling something. So not only do you get the funnel with this, but I think this could be a kitchen drawer essential, so don't get rid of that. And then I believe that this is just in case there might be any blockages. So see just in there where the soap's coming out, I think that this could just be for if there's any time where maybe you've actually got to just make sure that there's no issues there. I could be wrong though, but it does say here if there's troubleshooting, the foam outlet is blocked. then it does tell you what you could do, and I do actually think that that could be what it's for. So what I'll do now, remember I've not actually tried this out before, but I'll put our batteries in, and it also tells you, you might not be able to see it here, but it's got the little minus sign and the 2+. Oh, hang on, actually it helps if I show you. It's got the minus sign and the 2+ signs there, so it lets you see how your batteries go in. So I'll pop the batteries in, and then I'll fill it with some soap, and then let's give it a little try. And here's a little news update. That is actually a replacement for your tubing, so that when the soap comes up and out. So even though I think if you needed to, you could maybe use this to unblock, that's not what it's meant for. They've actually gave you a second one. See, that's me being truthful. That's because I was opening it in real time in front of you, and I know that that's what we all do, so we're keeping it real. So that's what that's for. Right, let's continue on. Let's get some of this soap in and see how it works. Right, so here we go. Might be a bit echoey, we're in the bathroom. So this is the actual pump dispenser. So just to show you what you have to do here. So obviously it's quite simple. You just pump it as many times as you want. Out comes your foam. Hands get, I'm not washing them properly, so nobody shout at me for washing them properly. I know I'm not, I'm just doing it really quickly. Just give the hands a quick dry. Right, so we're moving Peppa out the way. And let's have a go here. So what you do is you turn it on here. Now when I turn it on, you might see a little light flash. There you go. And what should happen is I put my hand under it and it should just automatically come out. Excellent. How easy is that? And again, I am not going to wash my hands properly, so don't have a go. Got some on the sink, have to clean it, can't leave it. But that's very convenient, extremely convenient. Can I also say that that Peppa Pig foaming soap smells really nice? Smells very fruity, I like it. Now, just to show you again, to turn it off, press the top button, you should see red. And that's it. How simple is that? So what I think this is handy for, I've been having a think, right? Obviously the hygiene issue with what we're going through is obviously number one, but I was thinking speed. I was thinking maybe people that have to wash their hands in a hurry that might be using products like myself, maybe oils, very slidey. Sometimes, you know what it's like, you go to use one of these and if you've been using oils, you can be sliding all over the place. Maybe if your job gets quite mucky, sometimes you could be out gardening, you don't actually want to touch this, you would rather just use the automatic dispenser. Mechanics, you know, people like that, maybe if you've got to be extremely sanitary, if you're working with clients or maybe even in a medical profession, I know that you would have a different hand wash in here. It could be something that's far more medical based, far more sanitary, higher alcohol, that could be good. Dexterity issues, maybe you don't have the dexterity, you might have mobility issues, you might have issues with your fingers, maybe the strength issues there, might even be that you've got an issue with the movement. It could be anything like arthritis, sometimes even if it's a paralysis issue, sometimes someone's had a stroke and they just don't have that same movement. That could be really handy for that. So it's not just sanitary, I think there's actually a lot of use for something like this. So by all means, have these, they definitely have their place, but I think these are genius. Now, it takes 3 AA batteries. I don't know how long they last, so that might be something that you have to take into account. Maybe the batteries don't last too long, I don't know. But if it solves a huge problem, if it looks good within your bathroom, within your kitchen, wherever it is, then I think it's a really good investment. So I'm really pleased that I took on this video. I wonder if you feel the same, I hope you do. Let me know if you've got one. Thanks again to Yontex for providing it and for sponsoring. I'll leave you all the details in the description. Have a great day and I'll see you again soon.